Congratulations.
Buenos dias and welcome. 2K Sports presents Cinco de Mayo NBA Basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the New Jersey Nets and the Sacramento Kings. So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Byron Scott has on the floor. We've got Mutombo. Anthony out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Kobe. And it's Frazier in at the one spot. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Offensive rebound, Wembanyama. Mutombo with some nice D.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Frazier outside. Anthony in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How many thousands of times have we seen Melo in that position to pick up a shooting foul and to force the defense to foul him?
The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now, here's Rodman. James looking it over. From 20 feet out. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Now, LeBron sometimes will show him off. The handle's right there, pretty sick, slicing up the defense that time.
Pass to Bryant. Now here's Anthony. Mutombo sets a screen. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Outside, George. Here's LeBron. Rodman outside. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And here are the Kings now. Nobody near Leonard. Good on the three-point shot.
Always a threat from range. Give Kawhi those looks. That's at your own risk.
Outside, Kobe. Mutombo is screen on George. From deep, Bryant. Offensive rebound, Nets. Goes back up. He lays it in.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. McGrady covering. And it's George missing. New Jersey trailing. McGrady passes to Anthony. Good work defensively by Rodman.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And James gets it to go on the assist from Rodman.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Drexler, he's checked in for Paul George. Nets trail by 3. Frazier with it. Bryant outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's LeBron. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw drops for James.
Well, just thinking about it, every year the physical and mental toughness of LeBron just gets more and more impressive, maintaining his spot at the top of his game.
Now here's Frazier. Still without a basket. And the rejection by James. Leonard dishes to Drexler. Tipped away. From the corner. And he connects with the jumper.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Kings leading now by 4. James finds Wembanyama. LeBron against Frazier. Now here's LeBron. Look at that.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nets trail by 6. Outside Bryant. Leonard against McGrady. Over Leonard. A shot by McGrady, no good.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Kobe. Mutombo is screen on Drexler to the middle. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. James, the bounce pass. Now here's Drexler. James outside. A 3 from Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Nets.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Kobe's got 7.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Drexler kicks to Rodman. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Excellent D there from Anthony. Here's McGrady. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Kings. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Byron Scott has on the floor. Mutombo is out there with Anthony. And there's Bryant. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Frazier in at the 1.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Back to George. Jacks up a three. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Anthony is just this competitive. He wants everyone to know what he can do.
Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Sacramento shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Good on the second free throw.
And Kawhi pretty solid from the line, and there's been a natural progression to him being effective from the free throw stripe.
McGrady outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Rose looking around. Oh, Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Ooh, throw it up there, and the claw will get it.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Timeout called, the Nets.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Kings. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony against Rodman. Here's McGrady.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands.
James, the pass to George. Outside Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Kings. LeBron can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Anthony's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The putback. Rebound, New Jersey. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Anthony.
Well, lots of years of service from Melo and a great play there with the contact.
Outside, Rodman. And it's George finishing it off.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Anthony. 7 points in the game. Floats it up for Bryant. And stolen by James. 3 on 3. LeBron finishing the fast break.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
Pass to Kobe. Inside. And stolen by Wembanyama. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Leonard finds Rodman. And then Rodman with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here is McGrady. Hasn't made one yet. And again, no good by New Jersey. Here's the lob to the hoop. Nobody's getting that high, but Wembanyama.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Frazier the pass to Carmelo. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Poked loose and stolen by Leonard. Over McGrady. Here's LeBron. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
Pounding the offensive glass, that's a winning strategy from LeBron. No shock.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. Sacramento making some changes. Kevin Love comes in for Rodman. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for George. So for the Nets, Archibald passes to Arizin. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falls.
Oh!
Yeah, just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leap in ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
Now, here is Harden. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Got a piece of it. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Kurylenko with the rebound.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
There's a minute left to play in the first half. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Love. A wide open look for Drexler. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 12. Here's Archibald. Driving the lane. Love grabs the board. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard finds James. Love looking around. James wide open. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. LeBron's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings. Harden outside. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game. And we've reached halftime in this one. Kings ahead as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Poor execution for them offensively. Settling for bad shots far too often. Recipe for disaster.
Taking a look at the situation for the Sacramento Kings. And that is...
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Rose on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Dennis Rodman is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's James. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Outside, Rodman. Here's LeBron. The 17-footer goes down. James has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Sacramento. Pass to Mutombo. Now Anthony launches a three. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's tipped. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And another one of those terrific two-way players. Frazier's quick hands there gets the pick, and then he's off to the races.
Outside, George. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. George has got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And it's Frazier with the ball for the New Jersey Nets. It's a 14-point game. McGrady kicks to Frazier. Down low, here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
George passes to Wembanyama. Back to George. Wembanyama, a screen on Bryant. The shot by George, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
McGrady sets a screen for Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Anthony.
Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rodman sets the screen for George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets trail by 11. Pass to Kobe. Mutombo is screen on George. There's the 3-ball by Bryant.
And you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
The Kings making a switch here. Drexler's checked in, and a change for New Jersey. Daniels, he's checked in for Mutombo. Here's Drexler, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Drexler. Both free throws good from Drexler. Here is Frazier, still yet to score. McGrady outside. Fires top of the key. Again, the Nets for 2.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's James. He's got 17. Leonard, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Kings. Nets trail by 8. McGrady passes to Anthony. Good. And And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Anthony's got 14 points for the game.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Pass to Leonard. Outside, Drexler over McGrady. Here's Wembanyama. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 for that department.
Back to Frazier. Anthony in the corner. To the left wing. Frazier the pass to Anthony. And it's off from three-point range. Sacramento leading by 8. Drexler scanning the floor. Pass to James. Shoots over Bryant. LeBron shot is off. James against Frazier. And here is Anthony. Over Leonard. Rodman grabs the rebound. Rodman's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Drexler passes to Wembanyama. Sacramento moving it around. Leonard against Anthony. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Back to LeBron. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The Kings shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Some changes for Sacramento. Love's check in for Wembanyama. George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rose in for Dennis Rodman.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now, here is Harden. For the 3. No good on the shot.
And they continue to control the glass.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The shot by LeBron, no good. Nets trail by 9. From downtown, Harden's shot is off. Outside, George to the inside. James absorbing hits on the drive.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Byron Scott has on the floor. Bryant is out there with Frazier. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Daniels. And it's Kirilenko in at the 3. Pass to Rose. Love in the post. Bryant's there. Puts it up from 17. The rebound by the Nets. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kobe.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Rodman. And LeBron's subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Nets also changing it up. Mutombo, he's checked in for Daniels. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Andre Kirilenko. And it's Anthony with the ball for New Jersey. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Kings leading now by 9. Floats it up for James. Drexler kicks to LeBron. Off target with his 3. And the Nets with possession. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Anthony. Fires away from way outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Nets trail by 9. Frazier kicks to Anthony. Outside, Kobe. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Kobe's got 5 points now this quarter.
A nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Timeout, Sacramento.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And some changes here for the Kings. Rodman, he's checked in for Love. Leonard comes in for Ron Artest. And Paul George is subbed in for Clyde Drexler. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got them pretty fired up, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Kings leading now by 6. Leonard, the pass to LeBron. Outside, George. Wembanyama looking it over. 5 on the clock. Over Mutombo. Misses and the dry spell continues. Nets trail by 6. Pass to McGrady. And the 3 off target.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Outside, George. It's stolen by Mutombo. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. He's covered by Leonard. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Rodman. Outside Leonard. LeBron with it. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half. George against Bryant. Lets it go from the wing. Mutombo kicks to Kobe. Another shot. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from George. And here is James. Pass to Rodman. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's LeBron. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And James drills them both. The Nets call time. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Mutombo is screen on George. The three from Bryant gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kobe's got 8 here in the quarter.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
LeBron outside. Rodman sets the screen for Leonard. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Coming through when it matters most. Kobe thrives under pressure.
Outside, Rodman. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
A great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Frazier. Launches it. A shot by McGrady, no good. Now here's LeBron. So the Kings win it, and they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals.
In a commemoration of Mexican culture and heritage, we wish you a happy Cinco de Mayo here on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We'll see the Golden State Warriors and the Orlando Magic. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Dwight Howard. Kevin Durant is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Here's Wade. The floater. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen. And we're about a minute into the first. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 3-pointer. They get it again. Second chance shot. Howard.
Well, there's some lockdown defense by Towns. He has the length to smother you.
Pass to O'Neal. He can't hit that time. Howard with some nice D. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Orlando's head coach. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can work the defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. There's the block, and he gets it back. 6 to shoot.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
First trip to the line for him here. The Magic making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in, and that's good as he hits both shots.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's O'Neal. And he dunks it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, there's the alley. And Durant with the big finish.
And the vertical Durant has is impressive. Excellent work rising up and finishing off the alley-oop.
Here's Wade. Towns a screen on Allen. Wade, that's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. The Warriors also with a sub. Butler's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Garnett. No points yet. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. And here are the Warriors now, trailing by 2. Now, here is Howard, outside Durant. Here's Garnett. Back to Durant. Shoots over Hill. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Warriors trail by 4. Butler passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Outside Mitchell. Pulls up on the wing. Wade misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Garnett passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Butler. To the inside. The shot by Howard, no good. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. Outside Mitchell for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Wade's got 5 points.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mitchell. Pass to Howard. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. They need this. Got a hand on it.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Floats one. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Jimmy Butler. These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Warriors trail by 8. Nash passes to Wallace. To the paint. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Pass to McAdoo. 2 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
We've got Donovan Mitchell. Jaylen Brown is out there with Banchero. And it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now here's Mitchell. Brown inside. Watch by Wallace. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Wallace outside. Back to Booker. Shoots over Hill. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Banchero. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. The Magic making a switch here. Towns is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Banchero no good on that one.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Garnett no good. Orlando leading by 5. It's Brown on the wing. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. From deep, Mitchell. Warriors with the rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Wade, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Wade. 6 points for him. The 11-footer. No good. That's his third miss out of 5 attempts. Warriors trail by 3. Allen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Allen from behind the arc. Drains the triple. Allen's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Banchero. Orlando again missing. Allen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. The shot by Howard, no good. Banchero outside. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And it's Allen with the ball for the Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Allen. Golden State with a rebound. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. Here's Orlando. Banchero passes to Mitchell. Back to Wade. To end the drought. Deflected. 1:56 left in the second period. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen. Fires for 3. And it's Allen again missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
High arcing shot. Wade misses. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block. And his reach also helps him out there.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Here's McAdoo. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. From the high post. Pass to Nash. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Magic. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wade. Here's Robertson. Orlando again missing.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Orlando with the ball. Here's Wade. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. With the drive, Nash passes to McAdoo. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. No good on that one. Good on the second one. There's 21 seconds left in the second. Here's Wade. Give him 8. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Orlando ahead. They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Greetings, one and all.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my...
Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. A dream start. 2 wins on the road, and now a chance to go up 3-0 at home.
Well, they're definitely sitting in a good place, but they got to watch their backs.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. The Warriors trailing. So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Kevin Durant, and it's Nash in at the 1. Allen outside. Connects from downtown. Allen's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Robertson. Towns up top with his first shot attempt. Howard grabs the miss. For 3, Allen. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Wade. Allen defending. The baseline J is on the way. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Allen finds Durant. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
To the left side wing. Here's Robertson. Howard grabs the miss. The Warriors lead by 3. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Wade. 10 points for him. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Down low. Here's Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. Magic trail by 5. Outside, Hill. On the wing, Wade. Butler covering. It's good. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
Here's Hill. Durant pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 3. Garnett passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. They double him with Butler. Pass to Robertson. For the tie. It's rebounded by Golden State. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. And the Warriors make some changes. Orlando with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Wade. And there's the rejection. Allen outside. He buries it from 3. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's Wade. Allen defending. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And he lobs it up top. Stolen. In transition. Here's Hill. It's hauled in by Lucas. Lucas has got 4 rebounds now. Allen, left side. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Nash. Another three for Golden State.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Robertson. 20 seconds left in the third. Here's Wade. Allen defending. And is blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Here's Mitchell. Clock at 4. To end the run. From outside, Mitchell is good.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Fires away from way outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. We've got Paolo Banchero, also Karl Anthony Towns out there. Jaylen Brown is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Nash passes to Jordan. Over Towns. And too long on the shot. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Wade. Back to Brown. Nails the 16-footer.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Wallace with it to the middle. Jordan inside. Towns on him. Good work defensively by Towns. And Carroll passes to Mitchell. Here's Brown. This one for 3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During the last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Floats one up, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Durant. Lets it fly. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. And the Warriors lead by 5.
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot.
Towns a screen on Butler. Here's Wade. Butler covering. Outside, Brown. 6 to shoot. The Warriors pull it in. McAdoo's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Outside Durant. From deep. KD splashes the triple.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Magic.
Start it.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Wade. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. Second shot opportunity. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Dwight Howard picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Allen, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Allen. Durant looking around. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Courageous play inside by Durant. Just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Robertson. Screen by O'Neal. Takes the three. Robertson's shot is off. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander drives to the hoop. The rebound by Robertson. Magic trail by 11. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11. Allen outside. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his fourth assist with that last one. There's a minute 26 left in the game. Here's Wade. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Off the inbound pass. Drops in the three. Wade's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen. Outside Durant. Right side Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Looking to get it going. The rebound by Robertson. Hill against Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he makes both free throws.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And the Warriors with possession here. Doubled by Towns. Garnett passes to Howard. Hill with the steal.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first, and that puts them up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And the Magic call time here. They're trailing by 6. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Here's Robertson. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The 3. Outside, Hill. Orlando again missing, and he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so the Warriors take the win. Things were looking scary for them coming into tonight, but with this win, they're right back in it.
They showed a lot of character and a lot of heart. Many experts had written them off, but now we've got a series.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave, we present...
The Western.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Chamberlain is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Payton. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Havlicek in at the 3 slot.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And it's Doncic missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Kuzi. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Malone. Second shot opportunity. And stolen by Chamberlain. Outside, Davis. Here is Havlicek. And it's sent back by Carter. Doncic against Thompson. Olajuwon on the wing. Carter kicks to Thompson. No good on the triple. Now, here's Doncic. Payton outside. Pass to Davis. 8 away. Olajuwon grabs the miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Kuzi. Puts up a 3. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And he's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
Payton looking around. Doncic against Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson, getting all over the shot and knocking it away.
Cousy passes to Thompson. No good from outside. Celtics have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Payton kicks to Doncic. To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. The kick out to Havlicek. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Cousy. Pass to Olajuwon. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Chamberlain. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And here is Payton. Havlicek outside. Doncic with it. Nice jump shot. Good.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Here's Cousy. Pass to Thompson. Now Carter. Malone, a screen on Havlicek. Carter dishes to Malone. No good that time.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Payton passes to Davis. Now here is Havlicek. Here's Doncic. And it's all evened up. Doncic has got 5 now.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Walton. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Nowitzki. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot off. Wow, still drawing contact.
Both free throws good from Nowitzki.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Chamberlain with it. 1:53 left to play in the first. Wilkins outside. Buries it down low.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
And here's Price. Nowitzki outside. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Walton is screen on Wilkins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What control from Stojakovic on the jumper. He can find offense just about anywhere.
It's Pierce on the wing. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Nowitzki. And it's Chamberlain that time on the assist by Pierce.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Price, the pass to Stojakovic. The three-pointer, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pierce kicks to Chamberlain. For 3, Wilkins. Parrish grabs the board. And so Price will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Nowitzki over Gilmore. And the shot falls short this time. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Wilkins finds Pierce. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stockton looking around. Here's Chamberlain and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. From deep three-point territory. Tie game in San Antonio. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Malone is out there with Carter. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Kuzi in at the 1. Now here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Thompson with the 3.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooters the NBA, the world has ever seen.
Doncic passes to Gilmore. Outside Wilkins. San Antonio with the rebound. Carter outside. Outside Malone. Pass to Thompson. Back to Malone. Olajuwon with a screen on Stockton. The shot's good from Kuzi.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Gilmore. Outside Wilkins for 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Celtics trail by 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Olajuwon. It's Klay off the drive. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Havlicek, he's checked in for the Celtics. Payton comes in for John Stockton. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. You take a look at Malone. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league. And, of course, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Now, here's Payton. Nothing on the board. Davis setting the pick for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's the Spurs ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now here's Payton. Here's the screen. Up top, Havlicek. Fires, high post. Tries to save it. And they'll get another chance. Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Malone.
And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
San Antonio making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. John Stockton, he's checked in for Boston. San Antonio leading by 6. Malone outside. Pass to Parrish. Thompson outside. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Parrish. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Spurs. Celtics trail by 9. Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight. Carter on the wing, covered by Havlicek. Now Thompson, 8 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Carter for 3. It's hauled in by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Stockton outside. With some arc. Malone with the block. They get it back. Here's Havlicek. Hits the jumper in space. Havlicek's got his first basket of the night.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Boston making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in. Now here is Stojakovic. Nowitzki with the screen on Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, great hands. Stojakovic shoots well for a big man.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Davis.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Price looking it over. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. And here we go, Stockton with it up court. Doncic outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Peja Stojakovic.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And the Celtics making a change here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Nowitzki inside, covered by Havlicek.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Spurs have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Nowitzki.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Gilmore. Out to the right wing. Here's Stockton. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Stockton's got his first bucket in this one.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
And it's Stojakovic missing. Celtics trail by 3. Stockton with it. Pass to Pierce. This one for 3. It's good from long range. Pierce has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Puts up a deep 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
Sounds like sound advice. Taking a look at the Spurs. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to...
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Doncic. Anthony Davis is out there with Havlicek. Then there's Payton, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5. To the inside. Carter against Havlicek. Here's Kuzi. San Antonio getting another chance here. A nice shot by Olajuwon.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Boston. Chamberlain a screen. Three-pointer. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Carter dishes to Olajuwon. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Carter. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Payton outside. Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Thompson. Payton, that's good.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. 4th, Anthony Davis.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Back to Thompson. Spurs passing it around. Carter for 3. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Now, here is Havlicek. Outside, Davis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Here's Chamberlain. Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Carter against Payton. Shoots. San Antonio again missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Payton with the screen for Doncic. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Doncic has got 11.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Olajuwon finds Malone. Carter looking around. Fires the 3. Carter can't get that one to fall.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Olajuwon. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Chamberlain kicks to Doncic. Kept alive. The shot's good by Chamberlain. Chamberlain got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Reedy's checked in for Olajuwon. Walton comes in for Karl Malone. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And Stojakovic is subbed in for Thompson. 1:51 left in the third quarter. 17-foot shot on the way.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Kuzic. He has 6. And here's Reed. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Celtics.
Locked in the pass to Havlicek. Wilkins kicks to Chamberlain. Pass to Havlicek. Stockton outside. From past the arc. The kick out to Havlicek. Chamberlain a screen. And that one's good from Havlicek. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Stojakovic. Shoots the 3. Gilmore grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Havlicek outside. Fires from deep. Drops in the tray. And it's an 11-point Boston lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Walton a screen on Stockton. Here's Kuzi. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Boston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Price. Olajuwon is out there with Walton. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Stojakovic in at the shooting guard position. Back to Stockton. It's deflected. Here's Gilmore. He's defended by Price. Basket counts. Gilmore's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. Spurs trail by 13. At the elbow, Olajuwon. On the money with the shot from the left block.
Anytime you get a look that good, oh, it's a great trick.
Celtics leading by 11. Pass to Gilmore. Back to Stockton. Plays it up off the glass.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Stockton against Price. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Price.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Malone's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Boston. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Chamberlain. And it's Havlicek in for Wilkins. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And Stojakovic, a super sniper. He can knock it down from anywhere, but the three ball is his specialty.
The three ball. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And it's blocked. Price against Stockton. Havlicek with a screen on Price. Pass to Gilmore. Here's Havlicek. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
And it's Doncic missing.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Outside, Olajuwon. Malone, a screen on Stockton. And here's Price for three.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
When you talk about guys who just know how to play the game, Stockton at the top of that list.
Chamberlain's checked in for the Celtics. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Olajuwon on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is off. Payton, he's checked in for Stockton. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now, Doncic. The tray. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Carter, the pass to Kuzi. Carter outside. Thompson for three. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Doncic against Thompson. Chamberlain with a screen on Thompson. The three for Doncic. Malone with the rebound. Spurs trail by 11. From outside the arc, Thompson misses. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Havlicek with the putback. Davis on the follow.
Look at how competitive Davis gets on the glass. He just knows how valuable those second chance shots are.
Pass to Olajuwon. It's taken away by Payton.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for Boston.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep maybe in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Luka Doncic.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Clock is at 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Carter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The team-first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. You have to think at this point, up 3-0, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And now let's go over to... All right, DA, thanks again. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge. And the entire 2K Sports...
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Malone in at the 4. And Ewing gets it to go.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Here's Maravich. From deep. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Malone. Here's Ewing. Clock at 6. Shots blocked. About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Barry. Here's Maravich. Antetokounmpo covering. Puts it up. Barry misses.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. From 7 feet away, and he gets it to go.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Here's Kidd. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Ewing. Here's Malone. Shoots from the baseline. And he knocks the jumper down.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Miami, no good that time either.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
That one drops for him.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Knicks leading by 4. Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Allie?
We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
And Allie, thanks. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Maravich. Here's Eden. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Heat trail by 4. Here's Maravich. Jacks up a 3. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Maravich has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. New York making a switch here. Heat on D. Antetokounmpo outside. It's hauled in by Pettit. Kidd to pass to Maravich. A minute 53 left to play in the first. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. The Heat making a switch here. Ball's checked in. 1:51 left now in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Pettit. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Knicks with the lead. To the paint. Here's Thurman. It's hauled in by Eaton.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Maravich, the pass to Pettit. From down in the low post, it goes.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Thurman. Now here's Paul. Puts up a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Now, Chris Paul, by nature, wants to pass the ball, but if you leave him open, he understands he's got to make those shots.
51 seconds left in the first. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Dumars. It's tipped. Here's Sharman. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Ball. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Baylor. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, they get a hand on it.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks out in front, up 4. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And it's Kidd in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Barry misses. New York leading by 4. Down low. Here's Ewing. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Kidd. Yet to see a basket. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Pippen. Out left to the wing. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Malone. And it's Shays with a rebound. Heat trail by 3. From the stripe. And he nails the jumper. Sharman's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Pass to Malone. Back to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is doubled. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Maravich. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Against contact, gotta stay strong.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Miami trailing. Here's Maravich. From deep three-point land. The shot no good.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Tough bucket. The Greek freak.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Maravich. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. New York leading by 7. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Kidd. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Maravich to halt the run. Counted from distance. Maravich has got 6.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Shays. To the middle. Here's Eaton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Shot from 12. And it's New York with another.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to Maravich from downtown. Drills it from deep. Maravich has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's his 2nd triple this quarter after hitting 1 earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Here's Malone. And there's the lob. Picked it out of midair. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. Kidd, the pass to Maravich from outside the arc. The rebound by Baylor.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Antetokounmpo laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 17.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A line change here for Miami. A minute 29 left to play in the first half. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Second free throw, no good.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Heat trail by 5. There's a minute 12 left in the first half. Miami, no good that time either. Now Paul. Pass to McHale. Here's Baylor. And it's good. 2 points. Baylor's got his 2nd basket on the night.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Ball with it. LaMelo down the lane. There's 37 seconds left in the second period. Sharman can't get it to go.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Count that one.
Chris Paul is as competitively tough as they come. Good finish on the interior.
Here's Sharman. Over to the wing. Ball right side. Hands it from the wing. Outside Paul. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for New York. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Back after this.
Game 3.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole... Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you...
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court right now for the Knicks. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Malone in at the 4. Pass to West. Antetokounmpo outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And he can't make the 2nd free throw either. Missed them both. Heat trail by 9. Here's Maravich. Pass to Barry. 5 to shoot. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Antetokounmpo for 3. Barry pulls it in. And it's Miami's ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Pass to Malone. They set the pick. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Malone's gotten his 2nd bucket.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Kidd. 4-3. And the 3-pointer goes. Kidd's got 6 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Ewing. Here's West. Still no points. Now Antetokounmpo. The 3-ball. And it's Shays with a rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. And there's the screen. Fires from deep. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Here's Ewing. Right wing. Pass to Pippen. Here's West. Screen by Antetokounmpo. West misses.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Kidd. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. There's a screen. The three. Barry misses. New York leading by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Malone. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. Here's Malone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pippen. Misses the 3. Heat trail by 4. Here's Maravich. Shoots from 12. And it's New York with a rebound. Ewing's got rebound number 11. Pass to Pippen. Throws it up high. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Tipped. Here's West. He's scoreless. And here is Antetokounmpo. And the Knicks miss again.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Pass to Shays. Launches it. And it's New York with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. To the paint. Here's Ewing. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Heat trail by 6. Here's Kidd. 6 points for him. Pass to Maravich. There's a screen. Here's Shays. Here's Eden. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Eden's got his second bucket of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sinks it from distance. Here's Kidd. Misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's New York closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead, getting lots of great looks. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. They've got LaMelo Ball, and it's Pettit in at power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
There's Ball with a 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Antetokounmpo outside. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Barry. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Well, this clearly an area that LaMelo Ball takes pride in, the ability to set up his guys.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Pippen. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Six to shoot. Screen by Antetokounmpo. There's the triple. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Heat. They trail by 7. Here's Pettit. Pure from three-point range.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Maravich. Three-pointer. The shot off that time.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
No coverage that time. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Boy, Chris Paul just locked in right there. Shot ready on the catch.
Here's Maravich. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Malone. Ewing stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Barry, the pass to Kidd. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Pettit. Good work there as it goes. Pettit's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pippen, pass to Ewing. Pulls up, high post. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So both teams changing it up here. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Here's Kidd. Pass to Shays. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Pass to West. Antetokounmpo with it. Knocked away. In transition, here they come. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Over to the left wing. Here's Malone. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Here's Shays. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Ewing's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Kidd with a rebound. Heat trail by 7. Here's Maravich. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's a minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Malone. Here's Ewing. Rebound Miami. Shays has got 4 rebounds now.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Here's West. Fires the three. No good there.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight. He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Malone. Inside. And the basket by West. And the Knicks lead by 9. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They trail by 9. Here's Maravich. Miami, no good that time either. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Pass to Malone. Here's Pippen. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And so he hits both. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's West. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. And this is a critical win for them. They grabbed the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now as long as they don't lose their focus.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs.